Hello, everyone. Dr. Margaret here again with the books of the Bible, and today we'll be looking at a brief summary on the book of Mark. The book of Mark was written by Mark himself sometime around 55 to 70 AD. It contains 16 chapters. It was written to the Jewish people, and the purpose for writing this book was to highlight Jesus or to show Jesus as the suffering Son of Man sent to serve and not be served. Now, Mark was not one of the apostles, but he was known to be the oral and written interpreter for Peter, and therefore noted as a follower or associate of Apostle Peter. Mark, referred to as John Mark in Acts chapter 12, verse 12, is stated to be the son of a wealthy and influential Christian woman among the disciples and in the Jerusalem church. Now, the book of Mark has a different beginning from that of Matthew, in that he begins with the preaching of John the Baptist, and Matthew begins with the genealogy and the birth of Jesus. The Gospel of Mark was perhaps written first, but it still concise and raw, documenting Jesus serving others like an ox, as stated in Mark chapter 10, verse 45. Now, Mark began when Jesus' earthly ministry launched 30 years after his birth. Much of Mark's focus was on the actions of Jesus and ways people responded to him. Throughout his account, Mark unveils the Lord Jesus as not only a person of great power and authority, but also a person of humility and compassion, which proves his divinity. The book of Mark can be divided into two main parts, which are encapsulated in Mark 10:45. The Son of Man, where it states, the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. This gospel focuses on the final days of Jesus' life and his death in Jerusalem. Mark's purpose appears to be to reveal Jesus as the Messiah to the world, with a particular emphasis on reaching the Gentile audiences. A key passage to highlight is Mark 10. We just read just a little bit of it, the end of it, which is the 45, verse 45. But the entire a key passage that to highlight or to pay attention to is Mark chapter 10 from 43, verse 43 to 45. And this states, "Yet it shall not be so among you, but whoever desires to become great among you shall be your servant, and whoever of you desires to be the first shall be slave of all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many." And so we end here today with a brief summary on the book of Mark, excuse me. We will continue next time with the book of Luke. And until then, do take care and remain blessed.